Hello, Leo, and welcome to your June 2022 reading. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Leo this month. What is the skinny? What's the what? Oh, that's interesting. What else we got? Ooh, okay. These are some cool cards. Check this out. First card we have up is the Four of Pentacles. Then we have the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Emperor. Very cool. First card up, Four of Pentacles. What I'm seeing is this is you coming into June. Okay, so the energy around you has been, you've been a little close-fisted. And this is less about, like, say, money and stuff. It's not you're being a cheap ass or anything. It's more like you're being close-lipped about something. And I think it's about you. It's like being a private person and really like never sharing stuff about yourself. It's like something's going on in your life and you're not talking to people about it, right? I think it's something that you kind of did have to keep close to your chest, though, because of the other two cards that came out. With the Queen of Wands, this is you shining your light. This is you stepping into the spotlight going, hey, here I am. Look at me. Queen of Wands is very much that kind of energy. Here I am. What do you need me to do? What do you want me to do? What do I want to do? Who do we need? I'll get them. Don't you worry about it. I'll make it happen. That's very much Queen of Wands energy. It's you stepping into the limelight and into the spotlight. And what comes of that is you really leveling up, because you end up moving into this Emperor energy. It's like, okay, I'll give you an analogy. I'm going to get the cards as I'm talking. Okay. So it's like, okay, so let's say you're an actor. Okay. So you're an actor and there's this role that comes up. You're an aspiring actor, I should say. Okay. And your family and friends think you're crazy. They're like, oh, you're never going to become famous, blah, 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 right? And in your head, you're like, screw you, which good for you, right? And you're like, no, I'm going to auditions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And so you do. There's this one role that you're wanting to go for, and it's a fairly big one, right? Like it could actually put you on the map, okay? So you're like, all right, so you go. Well, don't you fucking get the part. You don't tell anyone you're auditioning because you know exactly the kind of feedback you're going to get, right? From friends and family. So you keep it to yourself. And then all of a sudden, boom, there you are on the stage. And your friends and family are like, oh, I didn't realize they were that good. Or I didn't think they'd be able to get this role or whatever, right? Or people going, oh yeah, I knew they could do it all along. And then they're fucking liars usually, right? They just don't want to make themselves look like the assholes that they are, because they weren't supported. Okay, I'm being really mean, but it's true. Truth, not sugarcoating. Okay, so then what happens is you get this role, and then all of a sudden people start seeing you, and then other directors and producers are like, oh my God, look at what a good job they did. And then you become the Emperor. You become, the next, I'm going to use Jim Carrey, right? It just takes one role to kind of go, oh, put you on the map, and then you shoot up kind of thing, right? So that's the kind of energy I'm feeling with this. Watered down, probably. I don't know. Are you going to be the next Jim Carrey? I don't know. Maybe you will. I like Jim Carrey. I don't know. Something about that guy. Anyway, enough about Jim Carrey. Let's talk about you. All right. So let's take a look at the energy of the Four of Pentacles. The two cards that came out, we have returning. And this is going with the flow. And then we have music. And this is around joy. I think because you had to keep this so close to your chest, you literally had to go with the flow, because, like, let's say as you were having conversations with people, it's like, I can't talk about this. I just can't. So you just kind of meander through life, right? You're just going, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. And the joy part is, I'm just going to enjoy this until it gets to the point that I step out into the spotlight as that Queen of Wands. Okay? So you're totally going with the flow. And this is so cool because The next cards we have for the Queen of Wands, we have Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. This was destined, right? This was destined to put you on the map. Totally. You are meant to be there, and that's what's happening in June, because that's Queen of Wands energy. This is what's happening in June. You moving into the spotlight. And then we have Disseminating Moon, which is take time to breathe out. And I think that is exactly speaking to that Four of Pentacles energy, where you're like, I can't say anything, I can't say anything. And then once you're on the stage, you got the role, you're like, okay, now I can tell everybody what's going on. Come get tickets to my show. I'm fucking awesome, right? Okay, that's what I get from that. So definitely destined and meant to be, which I love. This is a beautiful energy. It is so good, right? And then the Emperor, we have Peacock. This is raise your standards. Peacock energy, so sweet. And then we have Oats, and this is just be. Okay, so now I'm going to use a different analogy, still in the world of entertainment, but we're going to talk about music, okay? So the analogy is, okay, you're like indie, you're, you know, playing bars and pubs and stuff, just, you know, cover stuff, and you're playing guitar and you're singing or whatever, just to make ends meet kind of thing. And then eventually you end up getting, like, you decide to put out like an album, right, on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, and you've saved up your money and you pay, and so you're an indie, right? You're an indie brand, you're an indie band. And so you go, and all of a sudden you're out there and it's getting airplay, right? So people are actually buying your music and they're listening to it and they're talking about it. This is when you kind of walk into the spotlight and you're like, here I am. Look, I did this, right? And then the raise your standards and just be. This is when sometimes what happens with artists is when they're starting out, as much as they love performing and writing songs and playing them and stuff like that, they're thinking about getting an audience. Okay. It's like, I need to get an audience. I need to get some money coming in, and then I can do what I want to do. Right. So you're creating your music, not that you don't love what you're doing and what you're creating. You're doing a good job, blah, blah, blah. But it's more about catering to the audience you're trying to build. You're catering to the audience because this is the genre of music that they like, and you're good at it, and this is where you thought you'd get a good foothold, and blah, 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 and you did, right? And that's your Queen of Wands. This is you in June, where you're like, oh my God, it's going good, and people are liking my music, blah, blah, blah. The outcome, and this isn't going to be the end of June, this is going to take time, okay? But where you're headed is the Emperor being, holy shit, like now you're winning a Grammy kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But, so, and this is really long-winded, this part of it, but I'm saying this because the raise your standards and just be means either before you get to the stage of I want a Grammy, could happen before, but maybe it happens once you win a Grammy, then you're like, I made it. I have satisfied the producers and the record label that I got to, and fans and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, I was playing rock music, right? So my band was a rock band, you know, that was my music. But you know what? I really love country or opera or something, like something very different, right? And that's where I'm headed next. So raising your standards is about doing what it is that you innately, right down into the core of yourself, right in your heart space, what you want to do. And it's just doing it. This is me. This is who I am. I know you like this facet of me, but now I'm going to be this facet of me, which is real me, right? Not that you were being ingenuine before, but it was more about pleasing others than pleasing yourself. That's it. And that's what happens when you hit that Emperor energy. It could happen by the end of June. I don't know. It depends on what situation we're talking about. It could take longer. I'm just throwing that caveat out there. Okay, that's pretty cool. What do we want to drill down on? Queen of Wands? What you're doing now or where you're headed? Nope. Let's talk about June. Let's talk about Queen of Wands. This is you in the month of June. What's up with that? What's going on in the month of June? This whole Queen of Wands thing. Oh, nice. Spirit, I think June's going to be a really flowy month for you. I think it's going to be really flowy. Oh, ho, ho, that's a big card. Wow. Okay. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. I'm going to go back to the singing analogy. Check this out. All right. So first card up, we have breath. And this is about life. Then we have first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. And then we have starflower. And it's finding grace. What was I just talking about? What was I just talking about? Right? Your commitment being tested is, are you willing to play this music and build your fan base and everything based on maybe a genre that it's not your favorite. You're good at it, but you're willing to go the distance to get that fame, right? To get that recognition. And that's why it's being tested. It's like, which way are you going to go? Are you going to carry it through to that Emperor energy, right? And what does that Emperor energy look like? Does it mean you stay with the rock genre and you end up with a Grammy? Or does it mean you go, nope, I'm doing what I want to do, right? I'm going to just be me. And if I don't win a Grammy, I don't care, because I've got what I wanted and what I needed out of my fan base, and I'm grateful for them and I'm happy. But you know, I want to branch out and try what I want to try, right? I'm going to do country, see what happens, right? And your fans may stay with you anyway because they love and support you. Maybe they like country music too. So there's that. And then the Finding Grace card is about having that balance. So maybe what it is with your commitment being tested, maybe what you do is you go, okay, so yeah, we're doing the rock thing. Okay, rock band, no problem, whatever. The Finding Grace is twofold. One, it's you buying into what you're doing. It's appreciating the music that you're doing for what it is and what it's getting you, right? That's having the gratitude for where that genre of music is taking you and where it's got you so far and where it can take you, right? So there's that. And also, or it could be that while you're working on the rock stuff, on the side, you start doing a little bit of country, this and that. Maybe like under like a fake name, right? Or a different band, or you know what I'm saying? Like you can still do it, right? It doesn't mean you can't do both at the same time. Be wary of burnout, I will say that much. But we're going to get a couple more cards here. Oh my gosh, this is, the potential of this is so good. Like I said, because you've got the Emperor card at the outcome. Yeah. And the whole just be, like be yourself, raise your standards kind of thing. I don't think you can go wrong in that Emperor energy. I'm just tap dancing over there a little bit. But let's take a look at the tarot cards that came out. We have Page of Swords. We have Ace of Pentacles. And we have Two of Swords. I think, oh, here we go. Here's what I feel. We're going back to the music analogy. So remember how I said you could always try on the side working on the country music that you like. This is it. This is what you're doing. The Ace of Pentacles, it's a new beginning and it's an opportunity or whatever. You're not ditching what you had, but you know what? You might be thinking about it. If you put time and effort into the country music as well as the rock music, right? Two of Swords is having to make a decision. And it's actually going to put you in a place where you're not sure what to do. You are not sure what to do. I can't tell you what to do. All I can do is tell you the potential outcome of the Emperor, right? Remember the cards, raise your standards and just be. So whatever that means to you, that will take you to the Emperor energy. Ooh, that's a big one. Holy shit. Spirit. So you're going to have to make that decision. And I'm pulling you some advice cards right now. Spirit. Oh my gosh. Oh, some of the cards that come out. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. Spirit. You've got some really good supportive cards. Check this out. Oh, these cards are so good. First one up, we have the Self, and this is gathering your power. Then we have Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. And then we have Intuition. Trust your intuition. Gathering your power is basically getting the guts to do what you want to do. Butterfly Spirit is telling you that transformation is beautiful. So if you switch from one genre to another, it's going to be okay. What does your gut tell you? Right? Trust your intuition. If you're feeling that it's going well and it's going to go well, then that's it. That's all there is to it. The fact that these advice cards are really pushing towards like trusting yourself, transformation or whatever, it's very much speaking to a positive outcome of making a change from where you are. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it could bode well for you. It's not going to be easy. That's the gathering your power. It's not going to be easy, but doable. And the outcome is the Emperor. Okay, maybe you don't have a Grammy, but guess what? You're being your authentic self. You're doing what you want to do, and you're feeling good about it. So who wouldn't want that? Well, you have got quite the month ahead of you. So let me know how it goes. I would love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. It helps my channel grow. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that YouTube will open up more options for me, which I then can pass on to you. And that's always a good thing. So we're going to leave it there. And until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Leo. Bye.